Yorkshire News at 1 o'clock. I'm Lucas Davies. The Met Commissioner says policing has been left in a hopeless position after the force lost a legal challenge over vetting rules. The High Court's ruled it can't fire officers by removing their clearance. The case was brought by Sergeant Lino Di Maria after he was deemed unfit to serve because of the sexual assault allegations, which he denies. Sir Mark Rowley says it's absurd.
We now have no mechanism to rid the Met of officers who are not fit to hold vetting. Those who cannot be trusted to work with women, or those who cannot be trusted to enter the homes of vulnerable people.
The government says it's acting rapidly to strengthen regulations. The MP leading efforts to allow assisted dying in England and Wales insists changes to her bill will strengthen safeguards. Kim Leadbeaters dropped proposals for the High Court to assess every case, instead proposing that's done by a panel of experts, including judges, social workers, and psychiatrists. Opponents fear it'll push the process behind closed doors. Here's Shadow Commissioner Matt Vickers.
This was one of the things on which this idea was sold, on which it was taken forward and put through the House of Commons, and now we see that there's wriggling on it, that they're changing some of those safeguards and checks that were meant to be put in place. This was meant to be foolproof. It needs to be foolproof because it needs to protect vulnerable elderly people.
Today is UK's biggest celebration of online safety. Safer Internet Day started as an initiative of the EU Safe Borders project in 2004 and is now celebrated in around 170 countries. This year we'll be focusing on the issues surrounding scams online for young people and how to protect themselves. The lead of child safety resolver Danielle Williams spoke about how internet safety is changing.
I think with regulation and legislation that's coming in all over the world, we are starting to tame that Wild West. I certainly hope that when it's time for me to hang my boots up and retire, that I can say that we've come a long way, that the internet is now a much safer place, not just for children, but for everybody.
Leeds United head to Vicarage Road this evening as they play Watford in a championship. Head coach Daniel Farke has confirmed that Max Robert and Patrick Bamford will both miss the game. However, positive news for Peacocks, as Dan James and Joe Roden are expected to return after missing Saturday's clash with Millwall. That's Yorkshire Voice News at 1:03. The next bulletin is at 2 o'clock.